These first couple months of Pepperdine, I noticed something we all have in common, something that we all experience, and I'm talking about stress. This is because living in today's society, education is getting harder and harder, and college students feel the weight of academic pressure. People have lots of misconceptions about meditation, that it's not for them, and it's only for weirdos and hippies like this guy. And that is complete. While this does hold some truth, it's for the most part, it's completely inaccurate, because how can you say meditation is for weirdos and hippies when some of the world's most popular and successful businesses, such as Apple, Google, Yahoo, and Nike, are using this brain strengthening technique? So there's also a rise in meditation classes in colleges or nationwide. And when looking at Pepperdine's curriculum, I wondered, what about us? Why don't we have meditation classes here at Pepperdine? So today I'm going to be talking about how academic pressure causes high amounts of stress. This stress leads to anxiety and depression. How meditation can be a solution for stress and depression, and what you can do to help create a class here at Pepperdine. First, we're going to talk about stress. So, stress is causing students to perform poorly academically, and some possible stressors are grades and assignments, little social times, packed schedules, and extracurriculars. And these are just some of the stressors. So how can meditation help? Well, let's look at some statistics first. So UC Santa Barbara researchers asked 48 undergraduate students to participate in either taking a nutritional class or a meditation class. And in the meditation class, they asked them to do 10 minutes of meditation outside the classroom every day for 8 days, and when they would go into class, they did meditation for about 10 to 20 minutes. And after that, they were asked to take the GRE test, which is the graduate record examination, which is not an easy test, and it's required for when applying to graduate school. So this is what they found. They found that the average GRE verbal score went from 460 to 2 weeks later 520, and they also improved on tests of working memory and focus, which means they had fewer task unrelated thoughts. In another study done by Britta Holtzell from Harvard University, they found that after 8 weeks of a meditation program, gray matter was more dense in areas of the brain associated with learning, memory processing, and emotion regulation. And in the amygdala, which deals with stress, blood pressure, and fear, had decreased gray matter. So we can see that this meditation program helped reduce stress while also improving memory and learning, which is very important for college students. Next, we're going to talk about anxiety. From high levels of stress, students can develop anxiety. Some possible causes for anxiety are thinking you didn't study enough, or you didn't get enough sleep to be prepared, and always thinking that you're running out of time. To get a better glimpse of how anxiety is affecting college students nationwide, we're going to look at some more statistics. So, in 2015, in the 2015 National College Health Assessment Survey done by the American College Health Association, they reported that nearly 1 in 6 college students had been diagnosed or treated for anxiety. And in that same survey, they found that 21.9% of students said that within the last 12 months, anxiety had affected their academic performance, defined as receiving a lower grade on a test, an exam, or important project, or receiving an incomplete or dropping a course completely. So this survey tells us how college students are being seriously affected by anxiety, and we need to supply a means of relief so that our academics do not continue to decrease. A person is defined to have anxiety when their thoughts are mainly focused on the past or the future, always worrying about the future, or you're stuck in the past. And Corby, the executive director of the OCD Center for Los Angeles, defines anxiety just right, saying that it sometimes feels like their mind is like a hamster on a wheel, constantly running, but not really getting anywhere. Next is depression. With the combination of high levels of stress and anxiety, depression can develop in college students. Again, to get a better idea of how depression is affecting college students, let's look at another statistic. In a study by UCLA researchers, they asked 153,000 first-year students to assess their mental health, and they found that nearly 1 in 10 students said they frequently felt depressed. So out of 153,000, around 15,000 students felt depressed. So this is only one college out of an entire nation. So you can imagine how many students are actually feeling depressed. What? Oh.
I don't know. I just like seeing the hamsters again.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Another experiment done by the American College Health Association on depression found that 50% of college students felt overwhelming anxiety in the past year, and more than 30% of them said they have felt so depressed that it was difficult to function. To tackle depression, many college students are prescribed antidepressants. But in a study done by Madhav Goyal, an assistant professor at the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, said that daily meditation for 30 to 40 minutes over the course of 5 months found that meditation appeared to provide as much relief from anxiety and depression symptoms as what other studies have found from antidepressants. So we can see that obviously meditation is a healthier option than consuming potentially harmful drugs, and they have the same effect. Next is meditation for professors.
All right.
In a college environment, it is not only for students, but for professors. Meditation is for students and professors as well. They are sometimes under as much pressure as students. They're dealing with grading tests, planning and organizing lessons, and adjusting if students don't understand. And this can also lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. Two observations: mindfulschools.org, which is dedicated to spreading awareness of meditation and mindfulness in schools, says that when teachers learn mindfulness, they not only reap personal benefits such as reduced stress and burnout, but their schools do as well. In randomized controlled trials, teachers who learned mindfulness reported greater efficacy in doing their jobs and had more emotionally supportive classrooms and better classroom organization. So from this we can see that meditation is not only good for students, but also for professors, and it helps in creating a better classroom time. Religion and meditation and religion. So for those of you who are religious, and we're at Pepperdine, and we're a Christian valued school, you might be wondering, why do I need meditation to release stress? Or I have lots of opportunities to connect with God here and release stress in that way. Well, according to Associate Professor Jody Bakani from St. Mary's College, which is a Catholic college here in California, for people of faith, she says, religious components would add support to strengthen the practice, and we all need that. So we can see that the combination of meditation and religion is actually beneficial to the practice. And finally, what can you do? I took the initiative of making a petition on change.org, and if you search Pepperdine Meditation Class, we can raise support to create a meditation classes here at Pepperdine. And I believe this is important because we need a method to battle academic pressure as well as improve academics.